What's up, YouTube? Trevor here. Another video we want to talk about. Just going to talk about one topic today, and that is just want to thoughts on bodybuilding. I got asked about it the other day by some of my high school kids, and just want to talk about my thoughts on bodybuilding and give you my just straight up thoughts. Like as someone who I never really got into the whole bodybuilding thing. Like as far as like I did a little bit of like that kind of training back when bodybuilding.com was a thing. I don't know, maybe it still is. But you go there, you get your free workouts, you buy your supplements. You know, when you're in your early 20s, trying to get started. And yeah, I dabbled in it, but like as far as being obsessed with like the jackedness, like the Arnolds and that type of stuff. I mean, I like Arnold, but more so for his acting. I never got into like I don't know. I think it's just weird that especially guys getting all oiled up and fake tan and looking like you've been sitting baking out in the sun for 3 days straight. Look like your skin's like not even like nothing to it. It's just like I don't know, like bacon kind of. And it's like look at like RFK. You think of that like that skin, like that guy, when he's all freaking looking like I don't know, he's like been burnt to a crisp and just looks like so fake. I mean, yeah, the muscle. It's all the showy stuff. The show, and I would never want to be like standing in just posing in front of a bunch of people like judges in your thong. I just find that weird. But like as far as like bodybuilding, bodybuilding is not a sport. It doesn't take like any like athletic skill to be a bodybuilder. Is it a competition? Yes. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. That's great. That's good for you. Like, I'm not hating on it that way, but it's just not for me. Like, I never got into it that way. Never got into the huge muscle bound, able to have big muscles but not be able to do anything. I always like the more athletic look. You think there's athletic guys who I think is a much better, like a DK Metcalf or someone like that, who's just jacked, freakily jacked, or a lot of the wrestlers. They're jacked. A lot of them are jacked, but they can still move. Bodybuilders, they're all show, no go. I mean, I'm sure there are some that are athletic, but most of them, you see these videos of now of like, I don't know, what's his name, Bumfart, I don't, Bumstead, whatever his name is, Seabum, I think it is, right? But they start doing athletic stuff, or what's the short bald dude, Dr. Mike, like these bodybuilders, they start trying to do athletic stuff and they can't do anything because they've been training this bodybuilding style for so long. And don't get me wrong, I take aspects of bodybuilding, take aspects of the training style, like the pump, where of course you want to build hypertrophy, build muscle, and you take aspects of bodybuilding and incorporate it into the more athletic style training, like I prefer. But that's not all you do. You're not training just to have show muscles or training to be in a thong bikini and spray tan and shave your whole body. That's not my style. That's not me. If that's for you, that's for you. That's good. But like, it's nothing I would ever do. Just as far as because I like to do athletic stuff, and bodybuilding is not athletic. All you're doing is lifting weights. That's not athletic. Curling and squatting and a lot of machine based stuff and isolation based stuff. But there are some great stuff. There is great stuff in it. It's like anything. Like I don't have one philosophy. I've done West Side stuff. I've fell in that phase. I fell in a little bit of bodybuilding phase. I fell in CrossFit style stuff at one point. Joe D's stuff. All the different things I've done over the time. I take pieces of them and incorporate them into my training. Like in bodybuilding, everyone likes the arms, so we got to pump the arms. We do some hypertrophy stuff. Building muscle is important because muscle is going to help protect you. It's going to make you more durable. And if you have more muscle, you're able to be stronger for the most part if you're utilizing it the right way. But it's not just training to get big and jacked and that's all. Like, I don't like that. That's not my style. But again, thoughts on bodybuilding, I think take parts of it. But if you're trying to be athletic, be an everlasting athlete, you want to move well, you want to feel good, plus you want to look good, don't just do bodybuilding. Take the pieces of it that work for you, incorporate them into your training, but also you have to do athletic stuff. You have to sprint and jump and throw and crawl and roll and tumble and kick and lift fast, lift heavy, be explosive, change directions, cut, accelerate, decelerate. All this stuff that is athletic. You have to play sports. You have to be able to swing and climb and hang. And the actual sport specific skills, shoot a basketball, throw a baseball, swing a golf club, that stuff. Like, look at bodybuilding. Most bodybuilders probably can't do that stuff because all they're doing is a lot of curling, a lot of squatting, a lot of, I don't know, RDL, hinging, like the basic lifting movement patterns when they're not actually doing athletic movement patterns. And there's a difference. So, like, yeah, bodybuilding can be great if that's what you love, do it. But like, I have no motivation to ever compete in bodybuilding or get into it like that because I think it's very unhealthy in that term. It's not building the whole aspects of what my goals are for myself, for my clients. That's to be an athletic weapon, to be a walking weapon, be as much of a specimen as possible, but being able to do stuff, not just be able to look the part. And then the other thing with bodybuilding is the whole diet. There's some good things with the bodybuilding diet. A lot of it works. The caloric deficit, a lot of it keeping it simple, but a lot of it is extreme too, where you're cutting and bulking and cutting and bulking and cutting and bulking. When you don't really need to, they'll get big and fat, and then they'll cut back down to gain a pound or two of muscle. Like, let's just be lean year round. And if you want to add weight, eat some more. Get the caloric surplus. If you want to lose a little bit of fat, then eat in a deficit. But I don't think you need to go in these bulking and cutting phases all the time. I think that can get overly obsessive, overly unhealthy as well. And a lot of times it doesn't. The way most of them do it is it could be that dirty bulk up. Of course, there are some great ones out there. And again, take aspects of the way they diet and use them for your life. A lot of them are eating good quality food, but there's also some that, just like anything really, but they're eating a bunch of crap, the dirty bulks and the things like that. But I don't think people need to be bulking and cutting 8 weeks here, 8 weeks there, another 12 weeks there, another 12, whatever. And they can be overly restricting too, and I think that can be a problem for a lot of people, especially when you're trying to train to perform, as we are as everlasting athletes, being athletic for life. We training to perform, not just to look good. So you need to probably need to be eating more, but bodybuilders eat a lot too because they are trying to build so much muscle. So you can take aspects of bodybuilding nutrition, bodybuilding training, and use them in your life. That doesn't mean you have to just go be a bodybuilder or do everything they do. Because I don't think that their training's that great or their nutrition's that great, especially when you're trying to perform. But again, take bits and pieces, test it out on yourself, find what works for you, and use that in your training, in your nutrition. But I'm not a fan of the whole bodybuilding thing. It's not a sport, again, like I said, because there's no athletic skill involved in it, unless I guess there's skill of flexing and stuff like that, or seeing how small your thong can get. But yeah, that's not athletic ability, and it's not helping you necessarily move. And a lot of times that training just makes you less likely to be able to move well. It just makes you to move in those certain movement patterns, and you get a lot of banged up and issues because you're not moving very well. You're not doing athletic things like the sprinting, the jumping. You're losing your power. You're losing your ability to jump or sprint or run or anything like that because it's just a lot of walking on an incline treadmill. It's a lot of isolation moves. Like they do compound moves, but again, that's all they're doing typically. If you're a bodybuilder, you're not sprinting and jumping. I think bodybuilders would benefit from that type of stuff too. I think that would greatly help them look better, feel better, and move better, just like anyone else. So, but yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on bodybuilding. But not huge into it. I dabbled in it, just from the bodybuilding.com, just the workouts, but never really got into. I kind of did like the nutrition as well and got really overly restrictive and super lean and just because I went from 200 pounds basically to down to 140s. I think I was even at 130 something, high 130s at a time. I got super over restrictive and super just not healthy that way because I was trying to restrict everything and got into that bodybuilding stuff and never. But like growing up, I never bought like bodybuilding magazines or anything like that. You hear all these strength coaches like that's how they got into it. Like no, that was not me at all. Sure, I was more into like the athletic type body and the like the wrestlers and stuff like that. But yeah, so and then my Arnold stuff is all the movies like the Kindergarten Cop, Do Now, and the what's the I can't think of the Christmas one. Oh, what I can't think of it now. Now I'm drawing a blank. And Terminator 2, all great movies. But yeah, that was the Arnold I liked. I didn't really care for the. I never really got into bodybuilding. Like I said, like I've heard of the guys, but I don't know anything really about them. So, but again, takes aspects of their training, but that's not all you should be doing if you want to be athletic for life. So those are my thoughts. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys soon.